Here are the top 15 horror games for Oculus Quest 2 in light of the October season. I'm going to start with a random number generator, and if it ends on a 1, then we'll have a jump scare. If it lands on a 2, then we'll go straight into the video with no jump scare. Alright, looks like you're safe. Just kidding. Let's get to the most notable one first. Resident Evil 4 often earns the title of the best Resident Evil game ever. This is partly due to the terrifying atmosphere that always makes it feel like there's danger around the corner. The VR implementation of the game is one of the best there is. The VR version of the game does a much better job at letting you experience the even scarier gameplay. If you're new to VR or just haven't played the game yet, do yourself a favor and play this game.
So to summarize, yes, the Phobian drive malfunctioned and triggered ahead of time. And yes, our current location is unknown. Engineering is working around the clock to fix the damage.
Cosmo Dread features an intense campaign along with a scary environment. You're stranded on a spaceship and you need to make your way back to Earth, but it isn't going to be as easy as you think. You'll need to fight alien horrors that await you in the dark, and all while searching for supplies that allow you to win each fight. What sets Cosmo Dread apart from other horror games is that each time you play, you'll be in a completely different layout with new rooms and hallways. This allows you to have unlimited replayability, as you never know exactly how a playthrough is going to go.
Hello? Welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted offers more frights set in this fan favorite universe. Coming face to face with this game has never been scarier, since you now run the risk of them attacking you in virtual reality, which offers a heart-pounding experience. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, then Help Wanted won't disappoint with its selection of game modes.
Isla Nublar. It's like coming home.
Jurassic World Aftermath offers exactly what you would expect from this title. Quick dinosaurs await you on your adventure, which includes gaining information from the location and finding a way to return home. Dinosaurs in the modern world are a very scary concept in itself, but having to survive against them while they're chasing you down is just terrifying. Velociraptors are the primary dinosaur you'll encounter, and they're quite mean to say the least. Solving puzzles and survival is key to Jurassic World Aftermath, so it's also a fantastic option if you like suspenseful or puzzle games.
What is this place? What's the matter? Don't you recognize yourself?
In most supernatural horror games, you're hunting down ghosts, but in Wraith the Oblivion, you can become one. Your character becomes a wraith upon dying, and you need to use your new paranormal powers to figure out how you died. This game also has a great setting and it offers you the experience like nothing else on Oculus Quest. If you want to become a ghostly figure, then Wraith the Oblivion is for you. Dread Halls drops you directly into a massive dungeon and you have to explore it to survive. However, it lacks something that other horror games often include, which is the ability to attack your enemies. You're capable of fighting your enemies head on, but you can use stealth as your strategy to hide and survive. You'll get a light to hold throughout your journey, but it's dim and not a replacement for a fully lighted building. If you're looking for a dark and scary location to explore in virtual reality, then Dread Halls should be the next game on your list.
Let's get moving. Come on, buddy. Sniff. That's Peter's cab. Good boy.
Blair Witch VR is a puzzle game with Blair Witch theme. Throughout your adventure, you'll explore a forest and find clues to solve the story, all with an unsettling feeling that something may be off in the dark area around you. If you're a Blair Witch fan, then playing this game is probably an obvious choice. However, it's also great for newcomers to this thriller franchise because you don't need to know anything about Blair Witch movies to enjoy it. If you enjoy puzzle games with a horror atmosphere, then Blair Witch is likely the perfect game for you.
Let's get you fitted with a new visor. Here, I've updated this one with all the latest software.
Strap on your headset and face the horde.
Such a shame you couldn't save humanity.
Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition allows you to fight hordes of the undead from the comfort of your living room. The game is perfect if you want a sense of horror without the seriousness of your survival being at stake. Although Drop Dead isn't quite as scary as some other horror games, it's a more lighthearted take that will still leave you screaming when many zombies swarm you all at once. The combat in Drop Dead is top notch thanks to the ability to manipulate the zombies' limbs and fight up close using melee weapons. Dual wielding weapons is also an option. You can even play with your friends thanks to the multiplayer co-op system.
Hey. Hello? Can you hear me?
Project Terminus offers 3 core acts, each with its own horrors to experience. Unlike other horror games, Project Terminus avoids jump scares in favor of building a terrifying atmosphere and an intense plot. Project Terminus's gameplay consists of horror survival, so you can expect a lot of diversity throughout the story. For a horror game with a gripping narrative, Project Terminus has you covered.
Like you are not infected, so listen closely.
Death Horizon Reloaded is a fantastic take on a zombie outbreak genre. You'll be fighting for your life inside a laboratory that has seen the outbreak of new disease that's turning humans into the living dead. The atmosphere in Death Horizon is spooky and it mixes action with horror very well. One of the features that help Death Horizon Reloaded stand out is its wide array of ways to interact with the environment. For example, you can climb pipes and hold on to ropes throughout the laboratory, which gives you a sense of truly being in your environment. In Lies Beneath, you'll get to fight monsters and save your hometown from the terrifying creature. Travel to Slumber, Alaska, where the main character resides, and meet important figures such as your dad. When the town of Slumber is in danger, you're the last hope. Wielding a wide array of weaponry, there's a lot of monster fighting action and unique puzzles to be discovered in Lies Beneath. Affected the Manor is one of the simpler horror games on the Oculus Quest, so it's perfect for showing your friends just how scary VR can be, but only if they can handle it. The controls in Affected are basic and there are many objectives to complete, however, the location will make you more scared than you've ever been due to its atmosphere. Outside experiencing the terrifying base game, you can also play its 2 modes, the Darkness and the Gauntlet, for even more bone-chilling content. Affected is the best horror games on Oculus Quest if you enjoy sitting back and letting your experience terrify you.
Confession. Why does your God swim in such filth?
The Exorcist Legion VR is a lot of fun, but it's also one of the scariest games in virtual reality. There are 5 episodes that take you across various locations, each with their own themes. However, the core story is that you're an investigator searching these locations for clues. There are many jump scares in the Exorcist Legion VR, so it's a great choice if you enjoy games where you never see the thrill coming until it's too late. The gameplay in the Exorcist Legion VR is pretty simple. You walk around each location and the story moves as you do, and this style of gameplay works very well with its unique narrative.
Most people think art is about beauty. It's not. Beauty is merely a side effect, one of the many possible results.
Exploring a Victorian mansion has never been scarier than in Layers of Fear. In this VR game, you get to jump inside the mind of a painter and experience many of the things that go on inside his brain. The visions and other experiences will shock you to your core simply because how unique and unexpected they are to horror fans. Layers of Fear is perfect for players that want to experience a psychedelic horror game with everything it entails.
I see.
Face Your Fears 2 is not for the faint of heart. You'll get to enter the home of the Harvest family and learn their story in 2 completely different scenarios. You can become a paranormal investigator trying to unearth the secrets of the home, or simply a person searching for his sister. Face Your Fears 2 is nothing like you've played before thanks to its horrifying world building and 2-sided narrative. There are a lot of horror games that just fit very well into VR. Another category that can be simulated super smoothly in VR is sports. Check out the video you see now for the best sports games available on the Oculus Quest 2.